Hello, Professor Schussman. This is my video for my SWOT analysis. I decided I wanted to do the SWOT analysis on the class, opposed from what we've been doing. So the first thing I want to talk about is the strengths of the class. The first thing I really like about the class is the examples that you give us, like with the work that we get. Like when you put the PowerPoints up, you do a very good job of explaining what it means, and you give a lot of examples on the industry and stuff like that. I know this is weird, but another strength that I like of the class is kind of how hard you are on us, if that makes sense. Because I feel like it's preparation for the real world. You shouldn't. You're right with how you treat us. Like if we ask you a stupid question, you should feel some type of way that we weren't paying attention. So that's another strength that I like. Weaknesses about the class, even though I do like your passion and like how you're trying to prepare us for the real world. I like how you do that in your teaching. Sometimes it can be a little detrimental because like, for instance, like I know a lot of people in the class that have about 3-4 jobs doing an internship and trying to do the class. So it sometimes it is that they're really not paying attention. They really just want to know. So sometimes I feel like you could be, not that you could be a little nicer, because I don't think you're mean, but sometimes I feel like you could be a little more understanding. But at the same time, I understand why you're doing it. I personally don't have a problem with it, with how you orchestrate the class. Some opportunities. One thing that I thought was interesting that you could probably do is, I don't know how it would be done though. Like, I have an example from another class I took last semester. After class, we would meet up and like, just like in a little group and like discuss like what we went over in class, better explain it, and we were like connected to the real world. It was called After Class. This was Jim Markanen's class last year. I forget the name of the class. But like maybe something like that, but I don't know how you would do that with it being an online class. So that might be a little difficult to do. Another opportunity is excuse me. Another opportunity is when I took Bill Mooney's class last year, one thing that he does that helps me personally understand the material that we do in class is every time after every Sunday we have chapter points due from the book. Like, so last year was 10, this year is 15. So we picked 15 points that we found interesting and detrimental to the learning when we were reading, and we wrote it down in our wrote it down on Blackboard, and like it was an assignment basically, like it was a weekly assignment we had to do. But I feel like it helped me retain some of the information we learned, even though we didn't have like tests or anything in the class. I thought it was very good with helping me maintain that knowledge that I'm getting from the book, because I like reading books, but at the same time I have a hard time like keeping focus. So when I can just narrow down what's important in what I'm reading, it makes me understand the subject better. So maybe that's an opportunity you can do. I don't know. You'd probably have to talk to Professor Mooney about that, but I know you two know each other. So I think that would be interesting, something you can add on to your class maybe later down the road. A threat, I don't really know what I would say is a threat for the class because like every online class is different. And just like I said, I guess maybe a threat could be like what I just told you. Like Bill Mooney's class is a little bit easier to understand because we do things like that. And like Bill Mooney's class, we're grading on a lot more stuff. We have the chapter points, we have like video reviews we have to do. So maybe that could be a threat, like your teaching style, other teaching styles and other online classes. But I'm not really sure what a threat particularly would be. But in closing, I find myself really enjoying the class. I really like the knowledge that you give us. It's really helping me learn about the music industry because like I told you, I wanted to join the music industry in some facet later on down the road. And I think you just give us tough love, man. And I think that's honestly what we need as adults about to go into the working world, because your boss is not going to try to be your friend and help you on down the line. And that's what teachers are for. So with that being said, I really enjoy your class, Professor. And this was actually a very interesting assignment and interesting video to make. Have a good night.